All right, straight to the people. We're asking the question. What do you got left in the parking meter with Tom Izzo? Because this product is rancid. They're just nothing but a 500 team in the Big Ten over the last 4 years. There's not a shred of talent on this team. It's a roster he put together. He completely bungled his assessment of his bigs. He didn't use the transfer portal. And the freshmen he recruited can't play. It's just facts. Sorry. So I don't have anything left in my meter. I'm just done. If he stays, he stays. He goes, he goes. I've largely become apathetic to the process. Rico has a little bit left in the parking meter, but it's not endless.
Yeah, big man talent. Yeah, it's void of big man talent. I still like Tyson Walker. I still like Jaden Akins. But after that, it's a fall off. A.J. Hoggard, I have no idea what he is. He can make the greatest play and the dumbest play in back-to-back moments. And it's like, why did you throw the ball out of bounds? And then he gives you the Tayshaun Prince look like, who, me? Yes, you, A.J. You're the one who had the ball in your hands.
Tremendous. David, ticket text, then we'll go to the calls.
My meter is out and my car is getting effing towed. I'm so tired of it. Someone says, I have a little left. I'm sick of the alpha players like Walker with a beta mentality and the beta players like Hall and Hoggard with an alpha mentality taking the last shot.
Oh, you knew Hoggard wasn't making all three of those free throws. Yeah, I mean, basically, you got a collection of Allen Andersons on this team, minus a Final Four. Anytime it's a big moment, they come up small.
Yeah, when Hall took that three-pointer, even the announcer was like, why did Malik Hall take that three?
He didn't want to take it. You could tell.
Right, but it was just like, it's bad when the announcer is just like, that's not his shot. Why is he doing that? Yeah, Malik's great in the first half. Second half, he knows his role. He passed up every three. Minnesota wasn't even guarding him at the three-point line because they're like, you're not going to shoot it.
David.
MSU, B-ball is ready for new blood. Izzo is the GOAT, but it's time for change. That is Ian in Clarkston.
That's where I'm at. Mm-hmm. It's a stale product. You can get offended if you like. It is.
Well, Mitch in the car says, I just spit my energy drink out while driving at how Matty Sissoko needs to look up Kalamazoo.
It's the truth. He's not a Big Ten player. Go play in the MAC. Put up 10 and 10, go get a degree. Get 3 degrees. I don't care what you do. Get out of my life. Matty Sissoko did the unthinkable as a big man. He traveled twice on a post-up. How?
And didn't realize he did it. That was the thing. Like, you didn't even make a move first. You just took 3 steps.
That's right. Yeah. David.
Mateus in Grand Rapids says, I give Izzo 1 or 2 more seasons. He has to go get some transfers this offseason. If nothing improves, then it's time to move on.
How about getting new assistants? Anybody want to talk about that? Enough of the country club? How about we get some real assistants in here who have job prospects?
Mike in Chicago says, last night was my breaking point. There's always an excuse, but the facts are this has been a mediocre program since Cash left.
That's right.
Turning off until this program shows me they can take this seriously.
It's funny because it's almost like the Lions free, because I tell people all the time, I tell this man, David, don't watch this game. Nah, don't watch it. It's just going to tick you off. I'll give you the Cliff Notes version.
Can't get enough.
I'll watch it because I already know my expectations are low. It'll be hard to disappoint me because they're not high. If you can finish the game and not get injured, fine.
Yeah, but if your program has gotten to that, then that is pathetic.
So it's next year and that's it for you, right?
Yeah, this offseason, you got to go out and get some.
If next year's another 12-loss season, no meaningful run, no competing for the Big Ten, and the product isn't even remotely enjoyable to watch.
70 is a good number, good round number.
Call it a day. All right, so you got 1 year left. I'm all out of flowers. I've had it. Let's go to the people. We'll go to Mark, 97.1. Mark, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Mike. Usually calling to you about the Lions, but I'm in my first year of a JD MBA program here at Michigan State, and when I came here, I felt like I was buying a blue chip stock at like its lowest price. You know, the university's dealt with a lot. And I walk into Mel Tucker, can't stop waxing his carrot. My board is putting our accreditation in jeopardy. You know, and then I was like, oh, wait, the basketball team's going to be really good.
Oops.
And, like, I didn't even park the car. I pulled up to check out. I left my friend in it. I was like, I'm going to go see if this place is legit. And I can't even invest into this. It's hard to be prideful right now. I mean, I see a good old-school coach that just has a mentality that isn't sustainable in today's age of basketball. So to answer your question, I mean, I'm out, and I never even parked the car.
Yeah. Mark, listen, and I don't get people's reaction that if you criticize a legend, you're a bad fan. No, you're someone who calls it for what it is. This is a terrible product. This is a
It
500
just
team in the
looks like
Big Ten
mediocrity.
over a 4-year span. That's awful.
It's mediocrity, honestly.
It is.
I'm excited for what Jonathan Smith can do with football. I believe in what he's building, what he's bringing. But, I need more from the athletic component of this university. But I appreciate the call, man.
Yeah.
Take my call. Thank
Mark,
you.
you got it, brother.
Yeah.
And that's
Well, the funny thing is, you talk about the staff, and I do think that you may need to go outside the family and bring in that person who has nothing to do with MSU, who will question, well, why are we doing it this way? Well, we always done it this way. But why are
Right.
we doing it this way?
we're in a different place, but we're in the same place. Here's what I mean. While Michigan is substantially worse than Michigan State, my recommendation to both schools would be the same. You need to get as far away from your footprint as possible. The Michigan man thing or this whole Lord Izzo tapping his – I don't want to hear any of it.
Oh, you're talking Michigan football?
No.
Oh, Michigan.
Basketball.
Yeah, well, see, I think Phil Martelli was that guy where all of a sudden it was, hey, guys, I got a better way of doing this. And every time he coaches, if I'm a Michigan fan, I would feel good because this man knows basketball. Now, the only problem is his age is going to probably hold him back. But I think that Tom needs that voice that has nothing to do with Mateen or any J-Day or any of the old players, and he's going to bring a fresh pair of eyes and not always just, well, this is how we've always done it. This is how we did it under Judd. Just somebody new. So I'm with you on that.
Clean it all out. I've had enough. We'll get more of your phone calls. In fact, I'm going to Colin right now. Colin, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, Colin, what's up?
So as far as Michigan State is concerned, I'm pretty much out of juice when it comes to Izzo. If you look at the last 4 or 5 years, we've had every single year in January and February, the announcers on the broadcast are saying hey, do you think Michigan State is going to make the tournament this year? They're a bubble team. They're right on the brink. And it's
Right.
I just feel what is Izzo the next 2 years? We're going to be an 11, 10 seed, maybe a play-in. I just feel we're running out of juice. He hasn't been able to utilize the portal. We're a blue blood, right? But we can't attract anybody in the portal. I just feel things have kind of dried up there.
Oh, it's not that you can't attract anyone. The coach openly decided he wasn't going to use it. Some weird point of pride. Even though 2 of the best players on the team, he got out of the portal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he wants to do it the old school way, right? But he's always saying he hates analytics and he doesn't care about what the numbers say. And I just feel okay, well, it clearly hasn't worked over the last number of years. And you look at all these other teams that utilize the portal, and it's just okay, well, how come teams like Kansas and these other teams, UNC, they continue to be good, but then it's Michigan State is just going farther and farther backwards.
No, because they have a better operation. Look, Tom, here's what people don't want to hear, Colin. I don't really care. This is my view of it.
You want to give it to us next?
F it. Sure.